right. So this is Turkey Demo Tuesday. And I am excited about our side demos that we're going to have as well. And Nancy Lagan's in charge of the turkey demo, and she'll tell you later that she couldn't find a fresh turkey anywhere. All right. So we're going to have to do turkey next week, but we're doing chicken this week because we're going to talk to you about how to do a nice roasted chicken. But we're going to have a great time, and you're going to get some great information about paying it forward this evening. And so let's get it started. First of all, I want to tell you that our November is looking great. I told you that already. We need to pull in another 110,000 over the next few. Well, I guess we have 8 days to do that in, and we can do that. That's a normal, great close that we will support. And we're really good at pulling in those kind of numbers in our last 8 to 10 days of a month. All right. The other thing is we need to do is we need to pull in 49 recruits, and that's doable too. All right. And so let's concentrate on our pay it forward tonight. Let's listen close about the business perks that we're running with and help that really come to permission. All right. And we are way over in our Fuji goal, really getting close to our super stretch goal. And so that's why I'm keep tracking this for you guys, because I want to let you know when we actually hit that super stretch goal that Tupperware has set for us, which was set in January. And when it was set in January, I was like, yes, I want to do it. I want to do it. But my heart felt like, I don't know. And you guys have exploded the year. And that is pretty darn exciting. We have two websites that we want to make sure that everybody knows about, and it's twchamps.com, and that is your team website, and it gives you your Tupperware calendar, all the time events. We have our Facebook page, but the team website is got a lot of training on there. We don't want you to miss the opportunity to go there. This is where you go to register for your December 12th events. And also we had our November 7th event on there. That's not on there anymore. That's just an old picture. And then we have our Tupperware, cooking with Tupperware.com. And that is a cooking website. We put a lot of our cooking videos on there. And then we also have our websites where, our Tupperware Facebook pages. We have our studio page that does a lot of live demos from, and every Tuesday, or is it Wednesday? I forget now. We have Jenny go live there, and every Thursday, Ellen goes live there. Lunch Solutions with both of those girls. All right. And then we also have our team page, of course, our champion team page. So our ahas from last week. So I loved reading all the ahas from last week and what things that you guys learned, all the information about the Spud night was quite fun. And so let's go ahead and turn it over to Jenny. Jenny, we're going to spin first for our ahas on Tupper Tuesday. Ahas, there you go. And how many people do we have on here, Jen? Ooh, a lot. Okay. Go ahead and push that button. All right, Jerry Horn, you are the winner of the very first spin tonight. Yay. Thank you, Jenny. That was really quite fun, and I'm excited to see you get your Happy Mail. Make sure you post it if you want to in the team page. Don't have to. It's just fun if you want to. Everybody likes to see Happy Mail, right? All right. And so our share screen, and back to that. And so the next thing we want to do is we want to talk to you about our studio Facebook group. Studio Yahoo team. When you look at the ahas, look at Jenny's face right here. That's so funny. When you look at the ahas and you're like, I missed it, I couldn't get on, you can wait until it shows up in the feed. However, searching the feed sometimes can be frustrating. You can go to the Facebook, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you'd like to, or you can find it in units on the Facebook page. So there's 3 ways to find it: just in the feed, under units, or right here on the YouTube, the Tupperware Champion Studio Yahoo YouTube channel. The YouTube channel has all of our videos on there, some new ones, some old ones. So you can get lots of training from there as well. And I want to encourage it because there's lots of ways to learn at Champion. In fact, I have to tell you, when somebody says to me, "Oh yeah, I didn't get any training," I think to myself, "Yeah, you probably lie about other stuff too, because you cannot be a champion and not get your training because it's out there everywhere." We have just absolutely want to make sure that you have lots of opportunity to learn, 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 learn. So don't ever let me hear you say that, because that's what I'm going to think about it. All right. Okay. All right. And so we want to welcome all of our guests here tonight. So if you're a guest here for the very first time, put in the chat and put in there that I'm a guest and who you're a guest with. If you're a guest with Ellen Lewis, or if you're a guest with Pam Callahan, or if you're a guest with Rosalie Schmidt, whoever it is, just say, "Hey, I'm a guest," and who you're a guest with, so that we can give you a chance to win tonight. We love helping our guests win, and somebody always wins a gift set of Tupperware. It's always valued $30 or higher. And so we'd love to see you win. So make sure you invite your guests every single week to come on Tupper Tuesday. And we also have our Thursday evening cooking with appreciation show. And it's for our hostesses and all of our customers, just an appreciation night. Let me just tell you, people are getting fatigued, it's called, with cooking at home, because they've been through all of this COVID. It's just boring now, and they're tired of cooking at home. They need new ideas, and this is a perfect place to find new great ideas. And so if you're experiencing or know any friends or have your customers that might even say to you that they're experiencing cooking fatigue, they might want to tune in and get some new ideas and recipes, because we share, and we absolutely share free for them. Costs them nothing, and they have a chance to win Tupperware. All right. So you want to make sure you get on here and have your chance to win the Tupperware as well. For all of your guests. All right. And so one host or guest wins a grand prize every week. And every host that comes on and puts in the chat that their host will win Pam Swag, they win a small token gift for being on. And that's a gift from Gemini, just to thank them for being on the cooking show. And I want to share with you that that is a one-time chance, but we always want every single host to experience that and get a chance to win. And the guests, of course, can get on and have a chance in the grand prize as well. All right. And so we have lots of ways for all of our guests that are listening to us tonight and hearing for the first time for you to join our team. And we just want to give it to you right up front so you can be thinking about it. And one way is just coming in and signing up as a virtual assistant in Tupperware, and you can get 25% off everything you personally order for yourself, or anything that any of your friends want. You can get earn 25% profit. You get treated like a regular consultant, but you do get sent the valuable information that you would want if you just want a virtual opportunity and don't necessarily want to come in for a Tupperware career. You want a personal discount. Maybe you want to come in for a personal career, but you just don't need Tupperware, and you're choosing the $15 route as well. So you pick your choice and we'll roll with it. And you know what? I have to tell you something. We want everybody. We want people that want hobbies. We want people that want part-time, part-time. We want people that want full-time, and we want people that want careers. And so don't think for one second that one is valued higher than the other, because they're all very important to us and help us make all of our goals and become part of our team. And it's just really important to realize that it's like any other team or sports team. Every player counts, is important, and you'll be a champion player. All right. And so there's another option, and that option is a fun option as well. And this is the $60 kit. You can see the value of this kit is well over $60. It's actually $150 value. And it comes with some of our standard primary pieces in our line. You're going to get a mini chopper, which I love, love, love. It's called a chop and prep. You're going to get a eco tumbler, at one Fridge Smart, one Modular Mate. That's like teasing you because they're addicting. Crystal Wave, and also two of our lunch and goes, which makes it really good for traveling, snacking, and stuff like that. You get a bag to carry it all in. So $60 gives you $150 value. Or you might want to invest the $109. For that, you get a whole lot more. $150 value was the last one. This is a $410 value. Actually, it includes everything you saw in the last one, plus more. And that is the big bag, the big Power Chef, and water bottle. You're also going to get a spatula, measuring cups, measuring spoons, a breakfast maker, and 3 of our Vent and Serves, 2 of our Fridge Smarts, and that's a bowl, added to the original kit. So that is a very good price. And I highly recommend, if you're here to make money, that you want to go for the full set. And for a couple of reasons. Even if you don't need this product, that's probably the best deal you're ever going to get, that you can use to break it up and use it as door prizes in your parties. Or if you don't have our product line, you need to get this so you can get well educated very quickly on the values and benefits of our product line. And for it being a welcome bonus this month, we're giving you a choice. You can have the Modular Mates 4-piece square set, or you can choose our refrigerator set, which is also a great value. All you have to do is submit at least $1 before the 25th of November, and you're going to be able to get this wonderful gift for only $20 retail. So that is awesome, considering these are valued way over $20. And then you can also see here who at Champion has already made that happen. So congratulations. If you see your name there, pat yourself on the back, say, put it in the chat, say, hey, I did it. Yay. Yay me. All right. So go ahead and do that. We don't mind at all. We want to cheer for you too. All right. And then we also have the party bonus set. And now this is when you have sold $500 by the 25th of November, and you're a brand new consultant this month. For just $15, we're going to give you the onion keeper and the potato keeper, which really do tidy up your pantry, because those two bags will definitely shed in your pantry, and this cleans it up, makes life so much cleaner, so much nicer, so much fresher. You should never let your potatoes ever touch your onions, because it'll make them go bad, and this does that for you. It separates and does that job for you. Look who is on pace. Oh my goodness, nobody's quite got the 500 yet, but lots of you are very close. So congratulations to you. And look for your name there. We want to cheer for you. So congratulations. Look at that. Chris Brazil. $464. Woohoo. $470 for Jerry Derby. Woohoo. And $418 for Jerry Fortune. Yay. But right now, everybody that's joined our business this month, you had a recruiter, and whoever brought you in got a gift too. For just $10, they're going to get the garlic mate when you do submit that $1 before the 25th. And with 3 recruits, they also receive the breakfast maker and the pasta maker. This is a build, so you actually get both levels. You get the 1, and for 2, you get nothing. But for 3, you get 2 more products, and for just $15. And these are the people that have already achieved that. Congratulations to all of these champions listed here. And over here, we have the champions listed on this side that have the 3 recruits or more. So congratulations. Yay. 1 recruit with $1 or more. I want to tell you something about the business right now. It's a very unique time in our business, and it's unique in the fact that we've never been here before. Okay. We have never had a pandemic like this ever. I've been in Tupperware for 38 years. I've never experienced a pandemic. I have experienced back orders. I've experienced shipping issues. I've experienced product delays. I've experienced product lost, ship, all kinds of things like that. I've never experienced what we're experiencing right now. The thing that'll make you separate from all the rest of the direct sales companies, and make you separate even from other Tupperware reps, is the fact that you need to learn that you have to sell yourself. If you can sell yourself, you can change your life. And what do I mean by that? What is your Facebook post going on? What are you posting? Are you posting things that attract people to you, or make people think that I don't want to deal with that mess? All right. That is important for you to know, that it is really, really, really urgent right now that you clean up everything you're doing in your public post, so that people can learn to like you. They need to learn to enjoy you. Posting recipes, posting ideas, family pictures about your lifestyle. All of those are extremely, extremely important. And confidence is one of the most important things that you need to do. And what we want to talk about right now is how you can make a sell when life is tough right now. And that is by exploding your confidence, showing people your confidence, because people need to see you're confident with your product and you're confident with your company before they're going to want to purchase from you or join you. One of the things that's my pet peeve is going in, especially if I'm buying technology. If I go in to buy a new laptop or an iPad or anything like that, I expect the person that walks up and says, "Can I help you?" to be able to help me. If they don't have the answers to my questions, it's frustrating me. So I want to tell you that you don't have to have all the right answers, but you do know have to know how to get them and how to reply and come back with the right answers. And I think that's really important that you educate yourself by watching your video, watching our videos, watching our training classes, going through the Tupperware website and learning. Confidence and trust are the true keys to building relationships, and building relationships is what our job is about right now. Confidence in yourself and confidence in what you have to show your clients is going to bring pure success for you. The other thing is knowledge, and we just talked about that already. Knowledge in your craft is important, but also knowledge with your sales metrics and your what motivates you and your team. And so let me just share something with you. We are in the best place right now because everybody is cooking, and so many people are cooking at home because they want to keep their family safe. And so coming up with great food storage ideas and posting different memes on your page, coming up with great recipes and posting ideas on your page, even giving people ideas on how to use our product. But if you don't have the pressure cooker, you could make it in the stack in the slow cooker and putting the difference in the time in there. I love the recipes that show me both the time in the pressure cooker and the time in the Tupperware pressure cooker and the time in the slow cooker because it sells my product, right? It makes me look at that. I mean, everybody has to look at that and say, maybe I need a pressure cooker. It's 20 minutes here and 4 hours here. That makes sense that I need a pressure cooker. Knowledge. In order to connect, you have to have knowledge. And then last but not least, the practice. Practice. Practice is the secret ingredients. It's the secret sauce. It's the happening, the difference maker for you. The more you practice, the easier it gets, and confidence and knowledge builds with practice. And so, I will share with you that success comes from trying. But the more you try and the more you put yourself out there, the more success you have, the more confidence you're going to have. And it's really super important to build that connection with your customer. I want to tell you a little story that happened this week, and this was crazy, but it was a huge eye opener for me. My daughter-in-law, uh, love her to death. She bought a product from another company, nothing we sell, but she bought a product from another company. And I said to her, I said, "Oh, really? Who's your rep? That you bought it from?" And she goes, "I don't really know him. I just ordered from so and so's a couple friend of theirs, Keith and Ryan being a girl. I just ordered from them, and they didn't contact me or anything. I just placed my order through them." I said, "Oh," and she goes, "Yeah, I just reordered, but I just went to Amazon because I didn't want to bother them." I'm like, "Really?" And I thought to myself, "Oh my gosh, that poor girl wanted you to call her." But because she never called Jessica or never followed through, never thanked her for the order, nothing like that, Jessica didn't feel any connection. And so Jessica placed her second order because she wanted something else, and she went to Amazon and did it. And I said to Jessica, I said, "Do you realize that when you ordered from Amazon that you were buying from a sales rep that wasn't following the rules and wasn't playing by the game?" She goes, "I never even thought about that." And I said, And see, our consumers don't know. They don't know. And they just think that they're ordering more Tupperware and they don't get it. So if you're not following through, if you're not sending a thank you note, if you're not sending, "Hey, I'd love to add you to my VIP group," or sending, putting them on your newsletter, if you're not doing any of that, they think that they would be bothering you to make a quick call for, just a $50 item or something like that, where you and I don't feel that way at all. Sending that customer recipes, sending that customer ideas, connecting is key to your success. And I really want to encourage you to do that. How do you sell right now? Provide value. What do your potential customers need right now? How can you provide them that value? It isn't about the money. It's about building out the relationship you have created with them. So think about how you can strengthen and build that relationship. Because guys, if you're looking about the money will come when you build the relationship. People will buy Tupperware. I promise you. In my 38 years, they've never stopped buying Tupperware. And so you will find your customer when you build the relationship and you give customer value. Acknowledge the situation, recognize that this is an uncharted territory. And it's perfectly okay to talk about the fact that the marketing copy you used 2 weeks ago might not work and be appropriate today. Adapt where you need to and acknowledge the situation. Be okay with saying, hey, are you sick and tired of cooking at home? Let me give you some new ideas and recipes. Hey, are you fatigued? Cooking fatigue, all right? Provide support. People need support in community now more than anything. So think about how your product or service fits into that area. Can a product you sell provide emotional support? Absolutely. Food is amazing. Okay. Can your service encourage and build a community? That's what our party is. And when you reach out to people and you reach out to a potential customer and say, hey, Mary Jo, I've been thinking about you and I'm providing a really cool Zoom room for my customers. And I'd love for you to reserve an opportunity for our Zoom room. I do cooking recipes and quick ideas, and we can share anything you and your friends want to share and talk about. We can share, and I can help you guys get some really quick meal ideas to make life easier next week. And opening up that Zoom room, I know Nancy Lagan did a Zoom party last week, absolutely loved it. And so I really encourage, the Facebook party is great, but think about the Zoom room and opening that up for a community reach out for your customers, showing off recipes and giving them a chance to order. All right, so we have so much going for you, and I want to make sure that you guys all are aware that when you go to the team page, and then you click on the albums, and then you click on mid-November, and you will find everything you could possibly need in November. And I'm focusing on purpose that everything that I actually post on the team page, that I may post it out there, but then again, I'm going to add it to mid-November if it pertains to mid-November. I'm going to add it to November perks if it pertains to November perks. What is the difference? Mid-November is the flyer, everything for sale. November perks is the stuff that you can get for free and the gifts and awards that you can earn. Okay. And so this is in the mid-November. Of course, this is in the mid-November, your samples. If you haven't purchased your samples yet, you have a little bit longer to go ahead and get in on those samples and get those samples ready for you to have them here. They go, you can purchase samples until November 30th. And then you have the uses of the products. And so up there, I'm just showing you one of several pages that are on there on uses, one of several of pictures that are not Tupperware pictures, but just somebody took in their own home. And I want to tell you, by the way, if you take pictures of our product that's current, you can add it to this album. We'll prove it. And so we can create a whole group of pictures of things just taken, not necessarily in the catalog, the perfect picture in the catalog, because the perfect picture is great, but it isn't always the one that sells the product. Then we also have all the Modular Mate charts in there right now because our Modular Mates are out right now. And keep tabs. I love the lottos, and there's several lottos out there. I love this. I posted this today, and then I also put it in the mid-November, and it talked about the features and the benefits and the use and care and the cleaning guidelines and the safety. And then you had a lotto too to go with it. And then this or that. Would you prefer this as gift wrap, or would you prefer that as gift wrap? If you were to receive a beautiful sweater, what do you want it in? And it makes it a double gift. All right, so it's time to turn it over to our demo experts. And so we're going to start with Melissa, then going on to Ellen, and then on to Nancy. So let's give it up for our demonstrators tonight, our director demonstrators. Thank you. Dinner with directors.
I am making my favorite side dish. Not only for Thanksgiving, but for Christmas, for Easter, pretty much any special occasion. Green bean casserole is my favorite. So, and I was happy to find out on our local news today that it is the official side dish of Thanksgiving for Ohio. So there you go. But what I like about this recipe is it actually starts out on the stove. So it cuts down on your cooking time. And basically I have, in our Chef Series cookware here, I have 3 tablespoons of butter. And then you just add a half a cup of onion. You add 2 cups of sliced mushrooms, But I have some people in my family that are a little picky on mushrooms. So I did mine just a little bit smaller than that. I think I've still got my oven or my stove heating up here. But basically what you're going to do is you're just going to soften the onions and the mushrooms. And then once you do that, you're going to add your green beans. Now, me personally, I did a little over 3 cups of green beans. I like my vegetables al dente, but with green beans, I like them like my grandma made them. And my grandma would cook them all day long. And I don't have the time to do that. So I actually use canned green beans. That gives me the texture that I like for my green bean casserole. So then the other thing, and I'll add those in just a minute because those actually cook up really fast once you add them. It's basically just sort of heating it through so that you can put it in your pan, which I'm putting it in our Ultra Pro, and then pop it in the oven. But you also want to add a house seasoning. And the house seasoning is actually really, really easy. And of course, it's in my large spice containers. But it is a cup of salt, 1/4 a cup of black pepper, and then 1/4 a cup of garlic powder. Not garlic salt, but the garlic powder. So I took it, I mixed it together and divided it up into 2 of these. You're supposed to do the seasoning to taste. I have found that a teaspoon, sometimes a little bit more, is what I like taste-wise as far as that goes. So then you're going to add, and I have found I love cooking, but I don't like doing a recipe exactly the way the recipe says. I sort of like to mix and match, which is why baking is not a good fit for me at all. But you're going to take your French's crispy fried onions, and you're supposed to use a 2.8 size. I'm using half of this. I don't put all of them inside though, because I like to put some on top, and I'll show you that because I sort of cheated and I've already made one that my husband can't wait to eat when he gets home. And I'm going to show you how to finish it up so you can see all of that. But I put some of them in, and then I saved some to put on top. Now, the cheese, it's a cheddar cheese, and it's 1.5 cups of cheddar cheese. That you're supposed to put all of it in, but I only put a portion of it in, or that you're supposed to put all on top. So basically, you'll bake it for 20 minutes, and then you'll take it out, put all your cheese on top, and bake it another 10. I put 1/2 cup in before it bakes, and then I do 1 cup on the top to melt. So I like to switch it up. So when you get my recipe, that's how it's going to be. But basically, it's starting to soften up here. I don't know if you guys can see, but mushrooms and onions is probably my favorite thing to smell cooking. And it's probably one of the reasons my husband left tonight, so he didn't have to smell it, just in case it's too late for him to eat. So he's an early bird. He likes to go to bed really early. So now I'm going to put my beans in. And then, of course, you can't have any kind of casserole without having cream of mushroom soup. So this is just 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. You put that in. And then, like I said, I do about a teaspoon of my house seasoning. Shake that in. And of course, we're going to stir this up. I'm going to do nope, that's for my topping. Sorry. I'm going to do 1/2 of the French's onions, which I don't know what they do to these, but I love these things. They're really good on salads too, if you get to try them on that. And then, like I said, I'm just going to do about 1/2 cup of the cheese here. Reserve the rest for the top. And then I am actually not going to cook this one since I've already cooked another one. And a really good tip is you can take this, you can put it in the freezer, and then when you're ready for another one, you've got it nice and quick. So it's really nice. This is a great recipe to double and then cook one for now and then do a one to put into the freezer. So our dishware comes in great for that because you could probably do it in our vent and serve, freeze it, and then even cook it up in the microwave like that. But I do like this one in the oven. So we can put this in the Ultra Pro. All right, there you guys can see it's mixed up. You know what it's supposed to look like. I'm hoping the lighting's okay on that so you can see it. Now I'm gonna take my camera, since I cheated, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like when it's done so you don't have to wait for that. So my face may go away for a second, but this is the finished product. Green bean casserole, nice and quick. I'm gonna take my leftovers, use my hands, since it is my family. Maybe I wouldn't do this at a party, but I can do that here. And then I will scoop you guys out a serving. I wish you could smell it, but even more, I wish you could taste it. And that's my recipe for the night, green bean casserole. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you so much. All right, and we're going to turn it right over to Ellen.
Oh my goodness.
Modular Mate demo.
That looked amazing, and I never thought about freezing it. I'm like, stop it right now. I'm all about shortcuts. All right, so we're going to talk about Modular Mates, and I'm here in my kitchen because I'm just going to pull them right out of my cupboard so you can see how I use them in real life. All right, and so the set I'm going to talk to you about is, it's the rectangle 2, right? And then 2 of the super oval, oh my gosh, you can't talk, super oval 2s. All right, and then let's see here, what else do I have? And then 2 of the super oval 1s and 1 of the rectangle 1s. Okay, so this is the set that is going on right now. All right, and so I'm going to tilt this down so you can see it. You don't need to see my face. All right, so this is the set that's going on right now. And it is a great baking set. And I say that because, like you see, the majority of these came out of the baking cupboard, right? So I have several different flours, right? Anymore, so many recipes. I mean, I know I'm gluten-free, okay? So I use lots of different types of flours, but I know a lot of people that use lots of different types of flours for recipes anymore. Coconut flour, tapioca flour, all that kind of good stuff. Almond flour, all right? So we need separate containers for all of our amazing flours because all of them need to be kept airtight, just like regular flour, right? And so I have them labeled because if I don't label them, then I don't know what they are, right? Now you can kind of tell if you experiment with different flours, you can kind of tell sometimes by the texture of it. But I will share with you this little tip. So on the side, I have conversions. Can you see that? Kind of a little bit. My light's too bright. All right, so I have conversions on the side. So on the package, a lot of times they have conversions. So like the tapioca flour, for every 2 tablespoons, is equivalent to 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And tapioca flour is something that's very used. I use it the way I would use cornstarch, right? So to separate my cheese, to do things like that, I use that, right? And then the coconut flour, I use that for, you know, when you make sausage or something like that, and or chicken, and you're gonna bread it. Not bread it, but just like flour it, dredge it in flour. I like to use the coconut flour for that. It has a great consistency. It adds a little bit of flavor, but it also almost adds a little bit of like a graininess to it, but it's a good graininess. Like, so it gives you a nice little crisp there. All right, so you see how I have them stacked here, right? Because the rectangles, right? You can fit 2 of these super ovals on the rectangles, right? And so you can just kind of stack them and organize them however they'll fit in your cupboards. So I have a cupboard up here, right, that I pulled the baking stuff out of, because my baking cupboard's up here because I don't do a lot of baking, right? Which is what makes Modular Mates so perfect for me, because I don't use flour a lot. I don't use baking things a lot. So I want them to last longer. I don't want them to be bad every time I go to use them, right? And so, so I had those right up there, right? But then you see I have pull out cabinets, right? So I have this is our pantry. This is our pantry. So my Tupperware's down here and my seals are here. This is actually it's funny. So my shelves are separated in gluten-free and non-gluten-free. But we do so much that's either gluten-free or naturally gluten-free. It's all kind of started to bleed over. And so a lot of these things on the shelf, with the exception of the oats and some goldfish crackers, are gluten-free, but I have everything nice and labeled, even like, my pastas and things like that. But it starts with a set like this. When you start with a nice starter set, you can start playing with it. And once you start putting things into your Modular Mates, you're going to be like, oh, I wish I had another one this size. I use this Super Oval 2 a lot. I use it for a lot of things. I don't use the Super Oval one as much. So having 2 of these is perfect. But if I bought this set as my starter set, I probably would buy multiples of this size, that rectangle 2, and I would buy multiples of this size. So the next time they were on sale individually, those are the ones I would go for, right? Because this rectangle 2 is also what you can use for your Cheetos. I think my girlfriend Loretta, she calls it the Eatos box, right? Cheetos, Tostitos, Doritos, right? All those things can go in here for a normal size bag of chips, right? So I've got a big family and I've got 2 teenagers that are just eating like crazy. So we buy the big bags of chips. So they go up into a rectangle 4. All right. But let me show you this. So I love my Modular Mates. I not only love them in the kitchen, but I love them all over the house. And I love Modular Mates inside Modular Mates. I'll show you how. All right, so I'm going to show you this. This is actually a rectangle 3, but you could do this same thing that I've done here in a rectangle 2, right? And so I actually have an oval down inside of here to hold these bars where they're supposed to be. And then these bars are able to sit right beside them, right? And then I'm able to put these little go-go's back here. And so this is like James's lunch snack bar box, right? And so I labeled them. I labeled them 1, 2, and 3. So we joke and call the kids, those trays. And so I just labeled their boxes 1, 2, and 3. So James actually has 2 boxes because he just does more on the go snacking in his lunch, and he has to have snacks for school, all that good stuff, right? But my other 2 just have smaller boxes, right? With like oatmeal and there's stuff that they snack around the house in. So you see how creative you can get with all of your Modular Mates throughout the house and in the kitchen. But it always starts with one set. You can't do your whole cupboards, right? I mean, you can, but it helps to start with one set, because then, like I said, as you're dumping stuff in, you're going, oh, I bet my granola cereal would fit into this, and it probably would, because that granola cereal is so darn small, right? Or crackers or things like that. And this bottom box, a lot of people, and we use it, I see it just says cookies on here, and so sometimes it has Oreos in there, right? Because it's a perfect size for Oreos, because that resealable pouch, it does nothing, right? That does not just reseal anything. I don't know who they're fooling. But this time it's got gluten-free crackers in there, right? And so it always just kind of, or gluten-free cookies, actually, they're graham crackers. So I'm hoping someone's going to make me a gluten-free cheesecake. All right, so so they're just cookies right there. And then this one does not have a label, because a lot of times if I do like elbow noodles or anything like that, I use like half the box. This is a perfect size for the other half of the box. So I don't label it. I just kind of have it on hand, so that when that happens, I can just like go ahead, dump half the box and then dump the other half in here, and I'm ready to go. And all of your seals are interchangeable for your various super ovals and rectangles and all that good stuff. So a lot of times people don't buy all of the Modular Mates that they need all at once. And so sometimes they have different colored seals, which you see here, right? And that's okay, right? Some people that really like things super duper organized and they want everything the same color. And I think someday I might be that person. But right now I'm more about the convenience. And so I don't worry necessarily about the colors. Now, I did have a customer who color coded all of her food. And the blue meant go ahead and you can have unlimited snacks out of what's in a blue container. The red meant stop and you have to ask mom. I was like, holy cow, you're super organized. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I need to come to your house. Actually, you need to come to my house and organize my house, right? But you see how everything can be nice and tidy. And it's the thing that's so great about having modular mates. And then also you see here, I just kind of, this is one of those super oval ones, and I just have packets inside of there standing up in my cupboard there. And so there's so many different things you can do with it. And when you have one set and you start playing around with the different sizes, how they fit in your cupboards, all those good things, it's amazing. And this rectangle and the super oval, it is the depth of a standard American standard, something like that, cupboards, right? So when you put these in, let me show you. There we go. When you put these in, they go right to the front of the cupboard. And so you don't have any extra space in there. Now, if I had, one of the other ones, you would have space in front of there. What I like to be able to open my cupboard and just see what's in there without having to move a box or a can or something like that. It just makes it nice and easy. And we're visual people. And so we remember what that looks like, right? We remember like what's up in that cupboard, where we keep it, and how much is left. Like I need tapioca flour. I don't have very much, right? All right, so you will love having modular mates. And so for those of you that are consultants and maybe you're newer or you haven't had the opportunity to modular mate your cupboards yet, now's the time to go ahead and get a set, just even just one set of these modular mates that are on sale, so that you can get them in and start using them in your kitchen, because when you use them, you will sell them. You will love them, because until I modular made in my cupboards, I didn't get it. Like I didn't get why people loved modular mates so much and went so crazy every time they were on sale. But now I totally get it. And I love reorganizing them. I love going in and making sure everything has a home where it is and it's labeled and it's ready to go. The cupboard's been acting funny all day. There we go. And so, so definitely take the time to invest in your business and invest in your kitchen, okay? And get some of these modular mates so that you'll be able to talk to your friends about them. And so you'll be able to experience it, because when you experience it, it's a whole nother level of selling, right? It just makes it so much more sincere. And when you have that experience and you love them, when I first started Tupper, I kept getting them for free. And I was like, I just kept putting them in the base. I'm like, I don't need these things. I don't need these things. And then finally, after I'd cleaned out my cupboards three times, right? In like 3 months. And there were like 4 open boxes of my favorite crackers. They were all stale. There's crumbs and stuff everywhere. Several times things fell out of the cupboard on me or spilled out onto the countertops. I was like, maybe there's something to these modular mate things that are really crazy about. And then I started using them. And trust me, when you use them, you won't be sorry.
All right. Thank you so much, Ellen. That was awesome. And I just have a question for you. With being gluten-free, the modular mates have to be a game changer for you. Storing yeah.
Because there's so many different flours and mixes and things like that. And it makes it so much easier. And it's nice and tidy. That's the reason why we did a gluten-free shelf and a gluten shelf, because sometimes, because this has like goldfish crackers, but it's not like they spill out everywhere. It's just maybe like a couple crumbs, and I can just wipe it down, and then it's sanitized again, and it's gluten-free, and I don't have to worry about it. So yeah, it's awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. Excellent demo. Excellent. Okay, and now we're going over to Nancy. Take it away, Nancy.
Hi, everybody. First of all, I was going to be doing Turkey Tuesdays. So I was going to go get a fresh turkey, and Giant Eagle are not getting fresh turkeys till the end of the week. And so I texted Pam and said, Pam, I can't get a fresh turkey, so I can't do Turkey Tuesday. I could do Chicken Tuesday. So anyway, next week, I will be showing you how to cook, clean, prepare, and cook a turkey, a real turkey, because then I could use it for Thanksgiving. But with COVID right now, a lot of people are not getting together with their families. And so if you're not getting together and you want a turkey dinner or a chicken dinner, tastes pretty much the same, you can do it so simple and so fast for your family of 2 or your family of 4 in our stack cooker. And so what I'm going to show you, I bought a little 5-pound chicken. And next week, I'm going to show you how to really clean it out. But you do need to make sure you always clean your chickens and turkeys, because there's a little bit of gooky blood inside, and you get your finger in the groove of the bones and clean that all out. Now, my mother always said if I didn't do that, I'd get sick. Well, I think you probably won't get sick because of today's preservatives and stuff in the food. But you always want to make sure it's really clean. But in the stack cooker, you know, you can do this a couple different ways. Now, the stack cooker is designed to cook a meal in 25 minutes or less. Anytime you're cooking meat, you do it 6 minutes a pound. And because this has bone in it, I'm going to cook it probably 35 minutes, but I don't want to cook it all at the same time in 35 minutes. So you put it in for 25 minutes. I'll bring it out a little bit and then put it back in for another 10, because I think the extreme heat, cooking it too long, may damage the product. But my stack cooker, the 3-quart, was broken. So when they replaced it, I have a blue one now. So I have a little bit different colors, but it's a still great product. And in the stack cooker, if you want to do a little chicken like this, you can do it 2 ways. You can take the colander and put the colander down inside the 3-quart, because with this product, you get a 3-quart casserole, you get a colander, you get a 1 3/4 casserole, and you get a cover. And so if you're doing the chicken in this one, you just put it down in here and all your juices will drip down to the bottom. And that's what you make your gravy out of. Don't go buy the jars of gravy for $2.50 or $3. You can make gravy so simple from all the drippings from your chicken or turkey, or you can take for $1. These are on sale at Giant Eagle, the College Inn. Now there's more salt in a can of chicken broth than there is in the box. So if you want to not have it so salty, then you want to get the box of chicken broth. But these are on sale for $1. And then all you do to make gravy, okay, is you take your quick shake and you put flour and water, which is what the quick shake was originally designed for 100 years ago. I could never make gravy without it because the little blender inside breaks up the flour with the water. And when you do that with your gravy, you just put it on the stove and boil a whole can of your broth, put your flour and your water in there, and then you have delicious gravy. Okay. And this is delicious gravy, and it's so cheap to make. And you know, chicken gravy and turkey gravy are real light colored, and I like a darker color. Buy a little gravy master, pour it in, and you've got delicious, I don't know if you can see this without it spilling, dark gravy that looks more like a beef gravy, but it's chicken. So tonight I could put this in here, and then you take the 1 3/4 quart and you cover it like this and you roast it in there 6 minutes a pound. But it's so much more fun to take the cone, and you take this wonderful cone and you put it down inside. Now that's how you make your cakes. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little chicken and I'm going to just shove this up its little wazoo, and just like this, okay, just rest it on there like that. And he's just sitting there all hanging out. And now I'm going to season it really good with seasonings. And then I'm going to put it in the microwave. So when you do that, that's like 30 minutes, and you can have your whole dinner for your family of 2 or 4 ready in minutes. And then you want to season it. Now this will not brown in the microwave, but I hope there's enough time so it comes out, I can come back and show you how it falls apart off the bone. So I have a little onion powder, and I also always use poultry seasoning to season, because poultry seasoning adds a really good flavor to chickens and turkeys. So I always use poultry seasoning. This is a little bit of garlic powder. Okay. And as you see, I just dumped a little pepper and a little kosher salt. I usually don't salt. Kosher salt is not as salty. And so I always use kosher salt. It's a real coarse salt, and it doesn't have the saltiness that you have when you use regular salt. And Old Bay. Old Bay is the greatest seasoning for just about anything, whether you're using pork or chicken or turkey or whatever you're using. And so I just put that all over the top. Okay. And then now I pour a little butter over it. I know that's because I'm who I am, and you probably should not do that, but oh my goodness. Okay. It makes it so much more moist. Then you take the 1 3/4 quart casserole and you just cover this up, and we're going to put that in the microwave for just 25 minutes. I'll take it out, put it back in for about 10, and we'll come back and show you. Now, also, you can take and make this whole dinner in Tupperware, because next week I'm going to show you how to make real stuffing with the stuffing bread, which is the best in the world, the Schweibel stuffing bread. I'm going to show you how to go from scratch and make my grandma's stuffing with the turkey. But I have made stuffing tonight to go with this dinner. Now, Bill just got home from work. He's still working crazy at the election board. So he just got home from work. So this is our dinner tonight. But you can take a bag of herb seasoned stuffing. Now, if you like the cubes, use the cubes. I use just the regular broken up pieces. And on the back is a recipe. And you take a cup of celery and a cup of onion, and you cook it in 4 tablespoons of butter, of course, in Tupperware Chef Series cookware on the stove. You can do it in the microwave as well, but you want to make sure that you bring that to a boil. After you cook the celery and the onion until it's well cooked, you put 2 cups, which this is a little bit less, but it worked, of chicken broth in there, and bring it to a full boil. And after you bring it to the full boil, you just add this whole bag of stuffing. You take a little fork and you fluff it up, and you have stuffing. So you can make stuffing so easy to go with your gravy, to go with your chicken. And then you want to use your steamer, your multi-cooker. This is the smart steamer, the middle part of your multi-cooker. And I always do my potatoes in here. You put your water in the water tray, you put your potatoes inside here, and you cook your potatoes in the microwave. And then the best thing is, because you're not making a lot, you can beat them right up in your whipping mix, because you put your butter and your milk in first, and you beat your mashed potatoes. So now you have mashed potatoes, stuffing, gravy in 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, and turkey's on the table. So I want to put this in the microwave, and then if we have time, we'll come back and I'll show you how delicious this chicken really comes out. Okay, bye everybody.
Woo! Thank you so much. That was awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Here's the deal, guys. I get this baby, it's 9 o'clock feeding every night, because this is when his vitamins go into the milk that mommy pumped, okay, from her breast, of course, because he's a breastfed baby. So I'm not passing up my 9 o'clock feeding. Right? I live in Ohio, 10 hours away. I've got to get every night in, right? All right. Plus, that's why we love what we do, right? Our business is so flexible for us to be the mom, the grandma, the wife, all those things we want to be in life, and yet still run a business, a $4 million company. Drop the mic, bam. All right, we had great demos. Thank you so much. I love the bean casserole idea. I love the idea of freezing it. Great idea. Modular Mates were an awesome hit. Great demo, Ellen. And Nancy, oh my goodness, that's one of my favorite meals. You know, you can go and pay the money for that rotisserie chicken if you want to, but that meal that she will make right there is going to taste as good or better than any rotisserie chicken you've ever gotten. It's mind-blowing how delicious that is. Seriously mind-blowing. All right. So right now it's time for us to turn it over to Jenny. Everything you need is already inside you. Don't wait for others to turn on your light or light your fire. You've got the matches. All right. And so I loved all of your goals and your vision for the next 3 to 6 months. Thank you so much for sharing with us. It was awesome. And I just want to ask you, if you win right now, I want you to share with us what your goal is. And so you can share with what you're thinking. Go ahead, Jenny, take it over.
Denise Lacombe.
All right, Denise Lacombe, are you on tonight?
Yes, she is.
All right, Denise, can you share with us
I'm here.
All right, tell us what you decided, because you're going to get Pam swag for winning. And we want to know what you're thinking. What's your goal?
Okay. Oh, I just have so many goals. I want, my first goal is to be proficient, and so I don't have to be asking Manel about everything.
Oh, but Manel doesn't mind. Trust me. I know that.
No, she's just a saint.
Yes.
But I want this as a career. You're all just so inspiring that I admire you so greatly.
Okay. Well, we want you to have it as a career too. And I made that decision 38 years ago. And when I had the girl that just walked by, I chose to really go full hard into Tupperware, because I realized that the flexibility was there for me in the business, yet I could have the ultimate income I always wanted for my family. So I think you made a wise choice. Congratulations, Denise. All right. And you will get Pam swag. Yay. All right. Okay. It's time to do Pay It Forward. And this is from Loretta tonight. She's going to tell us how to pay it forward in the business right now, this holiday season, what you can do with your business to pay it forward. And so let's turn it over to Loretta.
Well, hey guys, I just wanted to share. It's been a crazy season ever since this whole thing started, and I haven't been able to do a lot and train, but when Pam asked me to train about Pay It Forward, it's one of my favorite things, and it's one of my favorite seasons. And I don't even know why I'm starting to cry, and I don't know, because Pay It Forward is a way to grow your business by sharing something that is a great cause to you, and it's upfront and it's personal. Okay, it's not about getting another sale or dating another party, even though that is a side benefit of all this. But it's going to be a feel good. And right now, here today, and Pam talked about, you know what, we need to offer service. I mean, what do people need right now? They need, there's a lot of people out there that need things and everything. So create a Pay It Forward campaign that works for you, that gives you, that inspires you, that gives you passion. And when you do this, just think of keeping it simple, keep it very simple. Make sure the timing is right for it. And then you're going to share this with as many people as you can. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is going to create some type of a campaign. All right. Program, whatever you want to call it, event. All right. For me, this time of year is I want to give back to a family that's experiencing hardship in the community. Okay. In your local community. So that's what I like to do. But what I really like to do is I'm going to allow my hostesses, my guests, my customers, family, and friends to nominate these families. Okay. And it can be 1, 2, or 3, and I'll get into more details later. Okay. And so you're going to offer something special to your friends, your guests, your hostesses that is going to make them a VIP donor. Okay. Okay. And then you can enter them in your 5 days before Christmas drawings. Okay. So all these people that are going to help you in this and participate in this are going to be entered in your 5 days before Christmas drawings. Okay. So there's something special for them too, but they get to nominate a family that's experiencing some type of a hardship. Okay. And then you're going to find a comfortable way to share this Pay It Forward campaign. All right. Without it being salesy. Okay. Without it being that, oh, she's just, trying to get another sale. All right. And so we're going to talk about that. So you're going to have a totally different conviction because this is going to be coming from your heart and it's near and dear to you. Okay. And it's for a greater purpose. So you want to be able to share your story and your passion for all this, and while giving the experience to others. So I had to tweak it this year a little bit. So I had to do some changes and everything, because in the past, I've always been able to do this live, okay, in a home setting, face-to-face with people, and all that. So this year it's going to be a little different. So rather than you just posting a meme in your groups, you've got to have more than that. All right. You're going to start, and I'll get to that. But you want to create your own Pay It Forward day. Okay. Your event, it's like a Facebook party. Okay. But it's about this Pay It Forward campaign. And we're going to share how you're going to plan and deliver that. Okay. So, and it's going to be so much fun to connect with past hostesses and customers, because you're not calling them to date a party or to say, hey, there's a great sale that you might need. Great gift giving right now. They all know this. All right. Okay. It's going to be about connecting from the heart, and it's going to give you joy and fun. It's a great experience. Okay. So it's kind of like a fundraiser, but it's really not. It's a lot more personal. It's a lot more closer. It's a lot more rewarding, and it's a lot more appealing to your guests, and they're going to have a great experience too. So first, decide on your cause. And for me, it's, this time of year is, can we help a family have a meal for Thanksgiving or Christmas? Can we help a family have gifts under the tree that maybe they couldn't? Can we help a family, pay a bill? Whatever it is, that hardship. And most of the time, and I tell people, you can be anonymous. A lot of people don't want them to know who actually nominated them in the family, and that's fine too, either way. Or if they do, that's fine too, but it's in their name. Okay. So create that cause that you want to go for. And then you're going to create your program. So this is one I created. Okay. And I like to use Canva. You can use whatever graphic program you use. Okay. So together we can bring a smile to family this holiday season. How can you help Pay It Forward? So they can either place orders, they can collect orders, and they can just donate. Okay. So at every single party, every single event, any shows you might be doing, any groups you might have. All right. You're going to have this out there. But the most important thing I can tell you is you want to connect personally, whether you do it through texting, Facebook messaging, or a phone call. I really highly recommend that. Plus blast it everywhere you can. Okay. So I like to call it, be a VIP donor. And there's several ways they can enter. Okay. So if they're a donor, they're going to be entered in my 5 days before Christmas drawings. All right. So one, they can either place a $100 order or more. They could collect $100 or more. Okay. Or they can host a party. Okay. Between now and December 15th. All right. You can do this any time frame you want, but this is the season right now for this one. It works really, really well. All right. And when they do one of those three things, then they can enter family experience hardship into my pay it forward drawing. All right. And 1, 2, or 3 families will be drawn for the gift. Okay. And so it's really going to depend on how much money you raise and how much you want to make. So think about this. Think if between now and December 15th, by raising awareness and contact and everything, you sold $10,000. And let's just go with 25% profit you just made. That's $2,500. Now you're going to use some for any expenses you might have had to do this program, whatever, but you can divide that up with 3 families or 2 families or whatever you find the need to be out there. Okay. But just think about that. What a huge gift. And I'll share with you, I've done this, I don't know how many years now. And the one year, the woman nominated a family because their home had burned down. And you know what they wanted? They wanted Tupperware. I mean, it was great. I got to give them Tupperware. Okay. I had a family. I don't know what happened, but they were nominated and someone, I don't know, had stolen the wallet, the purse. I don't remember what it was. And they have this Christmas breakfast tradition and they weren't going to be able to do it. And I was able to donate and let them have that Christmas breakfast. Okay. So do you see how this is something so way beyond having a party and all that? This is a gift from the heart, okay? And they're a part of it. So it's not just you, you're involving your friends, family, past hostesses, customers to be a part of this amazing experience, okay? Anyway, so create your campaign, all right? And then, decide what you're going to do for your drawings for the 5 days of before Christmas. It might be something you have in stock, or it could be host gifts you're collecting, whatever it is, but you're going to do those drawings. Okay. And so the third thing is, so set up your campaign. All right. What was that? Was that first? Decide on your cause, set up your campaign. And the third thing, and truly the most important, is to create your list. Okay. So who do you know that loves Tupperware? Who's been a past host? Who's somebody you want to be a host with? All right. Who's someone that you know that'd be great in this business? All right. Who would you love to see and connect with? All right. Just start making that list. Past customers, past hostesses. Now, I want you to think this is the time of year I get lots of those solicitations, those calls, hey, donate to the police, donate to the fire department, donate to the veterans, donate to this, and that. Okay. March of Dimes and all that, and all these different groups. Okay. And they're all wonderful. Okay. But they're all very impersonal and they're just canned messages. Okay. Hi, this is so-and-so. Can you donate to the da-da-da-da? Okay. And I'm like, yeah. Or how many of you guys get the phone calls or the message from other direct sales companies? All right. Hey, guess what, Nancy? We just got a new sales flyer and there's great gifts you can give to your friends. And it's a great time for you to host a party. That sounds salesy too. Okay. But what if you called, and remember, like Pam said, you need to stand out. You need to stand out. You need to be able to sell yourself and you need to be confident and knowledgeable. But what if you called up and I say, hey, Nancy, it's Loretta, I haven't talked to you in a while. Last time I talked to you, I know you were moving into your new home, or you were getting married, or you're about to have a baby, or you changed careers, or something that just happened. Okay. And always be sincere. Okay. I'd love to catch up with you and hear all about it. But I wanted to give you a extra special invitation. I'm hosting a Pay It Forward Facebook party on December 1st, and I'd love for you to be a part of it. And you know what, Nancy? do you know a family that's experiencing any hardships right now? Because you would be able to nominate them. So I'd love to give you more details. So let's just say I'm leaving a voicemail. You can get a hold of me tomorrow morning. I'm free, or tomorrow evening. Okay. So love to hear with you and invite you to my special event. So what phone call would you guys rather get? The solicitor, or the new sale that's coming out in somebody's business, or this heartfelt cause that you're going to be doing? I don't know. To me, it's the cause. Okay. So that is the Pay It Forward campaign. So you're going to run it in all your parties. So when I did this, every single time when I was doing my in-home parties, I had a poster or, a card stock, and it was laminated. It was on my table. So they all got to see it. When they came to check out, I gave them little postcards, and I said, you can go ahead and share this with other friends. So I made these little postcard size of my campaign. Okay. So they could hand them out. It was in my Facebook parties. Okay. It's part of my Facebook party. So anybody in that Facebook party that ordered $100, they can be a donor. Okay. Or if they date a party. So there's all these different ways. So it's everywhere. Plus, you can have family and friends that just purely donate. That's okay too. All right. But it's just a great cause. So this is your Pay It Forward campaign. And as a side benefit, you're going to get orders, you're going to get datings, and you're going to have hostesses because of this. All right. And those are all side benefits from this. But the true benefit is that feel good moment when you just helped a family put some gifts. One year it was a family. The grandmother, the daughter was living in a trailer in her driveway, and the kids didn't have any winter clothes. So I was able to get them clothing, jackets and boots and mittens and scarves from this. So it's just a great feeling to have. All right. And another way you can pay it forward, guys. So I want you to take a moment. And think of how grateful you are. What are some gratitudes you have that the Tupperware business has given you? And these are just a few for me. From this Tupperware business, I am so grateful for all the friends. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I get emotional. And it's okay. All right. But I've been able to experience so many family friendships. I call them family now. Okay. And special moments and milestones in their lives from this business. Okay. From weddings to little baby Luke and little Ricky being married. Oh my goodness. Born. We got time for that, Pam. But to all these wonderful friends, you're all on here right now. Okay. And so many great experiences we have. I'm so grateful for that. Okay. Because sometimes you need that to get through some of the hardships in your lives. Okay. I'm so grateful that Tupperware gives me the opportunity to care for my mom, to bring her here, because I have the lifestyle that can provide and give her that attention when I need to give it to her. And through this pandemic, my son's been able to stay home a little longer than he probably would have. Okay. And we've been able to have these great moments together. My company car, I am grateful for 24 years of a new car every 2 years, and it still keeps going. It's amazing, and I'm truly grateful for that. I'm grateful that that's my son with his COVID hair, and that was early. You should have seen it later. He didn't get it cut. Anyway, I am grateful for the time and the freedom Tupperware gives me to be able to go and visit my daughter, who's now in Atlanta too, and have that time and that freedom. And those are just a few of the things I'm grateful for in this business. So I want you to take this time when we get off, not right now, and write down everything you're grateful for that this business has done for you. Because now I want you to make a list of people. And let me just share a little bit more. There's all that. Well, look at all the tools that Tupperware has provided during this pandemic. I usually can't. Okay. But this year I was home a little more, and I had the freedom, and I had all the kitchen gadgets to help me make pickled our green tomatoes, which we absolutely love, and beets. We did tomato sauce, and look at the pleasure and the joy my mom has from the water bottle, from the bucket. But I even use a Tupperware box as a pedestal. Okay. Pretty crazy. All from Tupperware. I am grateful for that. I'm grateful for our chopper that saves me so much time. I'm grateful for our fridge smarts, keep all my veggies fresh. Plus, I don't have to go to the grocery store that often and make those. Hey, who needs Starbucks? I got to make my own egg bites, okay? And a lot cheaper. And look at these gourmet meals I can get on the dinner table in minutes. Okay, we can't go to restaurants, or if you go, it's very uncomfortable. You know, whatever. I have made this is, I don't remember if that's halibut. I think it's halibut in about 5 minutes. Okay. And it looks gorgeous, gorgeous salads. We have gorgeous serving tools, and our slicer to make hard-boiled eggs look delicious. Okay. Because I don't like hard-boiled eggs. Okay. But I'll eat them because they look good. All right. But that's all from Tupperware and our Tupperware tools and our pressure cooker. And I can take this was an 8-hour crock pot recipe I made in 25 minutes in our pressure cooker. And those are just a few of the things, okay, on top of the personal experiences that I'm grateful for in this business. So now that you have your grateful list, I want you to think of people, okay? Can you think of 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 people that you would love to give this experience to and pay it forward to them? And when you do that and you make that list, put a star next to the people that love Tupperware. Put 2 stars next to the people that love Tupperware and a discount. Put 3 stars next to the people that love Tupperware, love discounts, but could really use some extra income. And 4 stars to the person that loves a discount, loves Tupperware, needs some extra money, but needs some positive influence, positive friends, a positive community to be a part of, okay? And pay it forward to them. And one way to pay it forward to them is to actually sponsor them and pay for a $15 kit with the expectation that now you're going to hold a celebration event for them, okay? So you're going to pay it forward. You're going to sponsor them and pay for their $15 virtual kit. And if they choose to purchase the other one, that's okay too, all right? But you are now going to have a celebration thank you party for them, okay? So you're going to put this together for them. You're going to celebrate and thank them for joining the team and being a member. And who knows what could happen, guys. They might be able to get Christmas presents under the tree this year. It is such a great feeling. So I think, Pam, we're going to dare you guys. We're going to challenge you guys, put together your own pay it forward experience, make it amazing. And when you set your date for your pay it forward event, okay, and you're going to be doing this, if you're doing bingos, maybe it's a special pay it forward bingo. Okay. So you incorporate that. All right. Maybe it's the raffles you're doing. Maybe it's an auction that you're doing, whatever you're doing, but you're going to add this whole pay it forward campaign to it. All right. Now, that list of people that I just told you to start and everything, those people are going to be one-on-one conversations. Okay. Those are going to be one-on-one conversations. Hey, Melissa, I thought of you. I know you love discounts and you love Tupperware. And, I don't know if you need some extra money this holiday season. Okay. But I'd love to give you a positive community to be a part of that I've been able to experience. And I wanted to pay it forward to you. And we have a virtual kit. It's $15. I would love to pay it forward and pay that for you. And let's have a celebration. Thank you. I want to say thank you to you. And we'll have a party for you and help you get some free product and everything. And maybe even start a career for you. Okay. So if you schedule a pay it forward event, okay, we're going to put a pay it forward meme out there, post out there, and make sure if you post your date before next Tuesday, Tupper Tuesday, Pam's putting you in a gift for a drawing and a drawing for a gift. Oh my goodness, I'm talking backwards. All right, guys, I hope you all take advantage of this season because the time is right now.
Okay. And so we have 2 offers for you. A pay it forward party that you post in the post before next week is going to give you a chance to win $50 in Tupperware swag. And so that's Tupperware items that you can use in your business. However, $100 in Tupperware is going to go, logo swag and so forth is going to go to anybody who brings in a new little person. not like this. I know, isn't he so cute? He's super wide awake. Now that I have all of your attention.
Great, thanks, Mom.
Now that I have your attention, what we're looking for is if you do pay it forward party, you post on there, pay it forward party and the date of the party. If you bring in a recruit that you did a pay it forward new team member, then you post on there, pay it forward new team member submitted such and such date, and you can just put their first name if you'd like. And that's awesome. And we will celebrate you and give you a chance to win the $100 swag. So $50 for a party, $100 for a new team member. And if you don't want to put in their first name, put the date in there and you can private message me. But right now we're going to go to Angela Beck and she's going to talk to us about her love, heart to the heart, and that is attitude of gratitude with Champion Enterprises. This is where we've asked her to share her Tupperware story, but at the end, she's going to thank somebody in the Tupperware business. It cannot be her upline or her downline. It cannot be anybody that is in her business, in her upline or downline. So whoever brought her into the business and promoted her up, or anybody that she brought into the business and has been on her team. And so it has to be across the team. And that's one of the things that we do cherish here at Champion Enterprises. We love cross training and we love it when we are able to help out when it's not about the paycheck, it's about the heart. And so let's take it over, give it over to Angela Beck. Thank you.
Hey everyone, how are you tonight? So I have been with Tupperware for 3 years now, 3 years and like a month. And every year it gets better and better, and I do love it. And last week we were talking about doing this. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I have my person, and I really thought about it, and I thought about it a lot in the car when I was driving around and stuff. And just you never know. I had to do this a couple years ago, and you just never know who that person's gonna be. The one thing about Tupperware and what's wonderful is the people you meet are so different. We all have our own personalities. We all stand out differently. Some of us stand out more than others, but then there's some who don't stand out like I do. I'm very vocal, I'm very colorful, I'm very out there, but some people are more quiet and more reserved, but they do say opposites attract. Those of you who've ever met Kenny know that he doesn't say very much. He's very quiet. And I've learned that the person I chose tonight is someone I gravitated to because they're very quiet. They do make little comments. I enjoy when we go to meetings sitting with them because they'll be like, hey, say this. Hey, ask this. Because they're just not outgoing. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. This person she's very centered. She's very grounded. She's an amazing mom. We've had mom discussions too. But she's very focused. But when she's focused on her business, she's very focused on her business. When she's focused on her children, she's very focused on her children. And I like there's times like I'll see her make comments about her husband, and I'm like, oh, my husband does that too. I'm like, this is someone I've reached out to over the last year with moving up the ladder that I've been like, hey, real quick, do you know the answer to this? And she'll be like, oh yeah, it's this, this, and this. Without even skipping a beat, or, hey, do you have an upline? You should probably talk to them or anything. She's very patient and kind. She always has something nice to say too. Like whenever we're at the studio and stuff, she'll always be like, oh, I like your earrings. Or, oh, the other day I saw you said this, it was so funny, things like that, or talk about the boys and all of that. But she does make me laugh. And I don't think she realizes that I wish she was like that with more people, because there's little things she'll say and I'm just like, oh my God, you just said that. That's so funny. And then I'll be like, oh my God, let me tell you what she just said. She'll be like, no. But she's very focused and she has grown so much this year with her business. And I just keep watching her because I'm like, oh, she did this. Oh, she did this. I'll be like, I can do this. And I think they're going to be surprised as to who it is, because I don't know. I don't talk to her very often right now because we're both have our hands full with the kids so much, and not being at the studio on Tuesdays is really hard. those of you that are new, you don't understand. We're at the studio. It's like we're one big family. And I've walked into our studio on some of the worst times where I had a lot going on, and I walked in and I was like, oh, this is where I need to be today. There's times I've gone to the studio going, oh my God, I have so much to be going on at home. And I get to the studio and I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I came. I needed that little break. And this person has always greeted me and always had a smile. But I honestly, it's someone I really look up to. And I just want to thank Amy Gardner, because you don't know what you do and say sometimes, that there's just a sparkle about you that really stands out. And I pay attention to it. I miss our director meetings there, because I always usually sit with Amy, and we're kind of bad when we sit together, because she says little things and then I'll be like, well, what about this? Let me ask. And she'll be like, yeah, you ask. But Amy is she's such a good mom, but she is such a good role model. And those of you that don't know Amy Gardner, you need to start watching what she does, because she just grew crazy this year. And I'm so proud of her and what she's done, and how no matter how busy she's been, there has not been one time that I've sent her a message and I have goosebumps. And it replies pretty much within minutes. And I mean, sometimes the answer is very direct and to the point, and that's what we need. But she's always been very open and fun. But we are completely different. We are, Amy is poodle skirts and I am just not. I mean, it is just, we are night and day. But I don't know, there's always been a connection with her. But I really thought about Amy a lot. And it was like, as soon as last week when they asked me, when I said I would do this, she was the first person that came to my mind. And I'm glad I made her my choice, because it's been a rough struggle the last couple weeks with everything in the world going on. And sometimes I just like read her comments on other things on Champion, or just watch a live or watch one of her cooking demos. And I'm like, oh, I wish we were sitting at the table together. So I just want you to know that, Amy. I think you're really amazing, and don't change. And you are really funny. And I hope that everybody in Champion, once we get back to the studio, I hope that they get to see that side of you too, because I think they only see us right now through here, and we're a really different group when we're together sometimes. So, but yeah, that's my person. It really is. So
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Angela. Now,
oh, no
Angela
problem.
and Amy are both going to receive a gift from Pam and Jim. We love you, Amy. And, all of your Tupper babies here in the chat are saying how much they love you and how much they appreciate you. Yet even if they chose to do the attitude of gratitude, they could not say you. And they're so happy that somebody else did. So thank you, Amy, for being amazing. Do you want to say anything?
I love you, Angela, and I miss getting together and, oh my gosh, yes, laughing all the time, because we laugh like all the time, right? But I don't know, you're so sweet. I appreciate you.
Well, it's true. Opposites attract, and we are opposite, Amy. But we do. I mean, we click. We've clicked since the beginning, and here we are 3 years later. And I know you've been around a lot longer, but 3 years later, and I feel like we still click, even though this year we haven't seen each other in person. And I just really want to thank you for your little tools of guidance and quick answers and just everything. So I appreciate it.
Yeah. And you know what, Angela, some of the things you said are really reminders of who we are at Champion, because you do not have to be like us to fit in. All right. We
Right.
want different personalities. We want different ethnics. We want different, I want different attitudes. Personally, I want them all to be good attitudes, but I want who you are, because you'll fit in to where we are, because that's the way we roll at Champion. And we don't have to be alike. We don't have to be the same. We are not cookie cutters here. All right. And I don't want cookie cutters. I want versatility. I want different people. I definitely want a very well-rounded company. And when we have different backgrounds, we will have that. And that's important to me. And so I'm glad, Angela, that you're not pearls and poodle skirts, but I'm so glad, Amy, that you are, because you carry it off really well. And Angela, I love your style and your personality and your craziness. All right. And so you are outspoken. Yes, sometimes you get a little help, but I love that. And Amy, you are, I will tell you, you are amazing at your talent and your growth and your way of developing leaders in your team is, and I've told you this personally just a couple weeks ago, blows my mind. You're amazing. You are so powerful. And when you realize how powerful you are someday, you will be unstoppable because I don't think you even know how good you are. And that's typical of most of the directors. They don't know how good they are. And we have an amazing group of champion directors and leaders and in the entire company. Thank you so much, Angela. And thank you so much, Amy. We'll get with you and send you out some wonderful gifts. Thank you for sharing tonight on our Pay It Forward. And so next week, Pay It Forward is with our Mel. And so Mel will be doing Pay It Forward next week. And so you want to get on and hear from Mel next week. And she's also going to do sweet potatoes next week. So we've got Mel on twice next week. Okay. Hey guys, have you taken your spot for the epic unboxing round 2? Because it's coming up, and that is going to be an opportunity for you to get a box from Tupperware. We're all going to open them up at the same time, and it's $100 value, and it's going to cost you $60 to get it, and you're going to get lots of training, and it's our fall and winter catalog unveiling. It is scheduled for February the 6th, and there's only 600 spots left. We will sell out. I just want you to know that will sell out. It sold out last time and people were bummed they could get on, but they couldn't get the box. And so I don't want you bummed. All right. And so definitely get in on this and get that submitted, that $60. You want to do that ASAP. You got an email from Tupperware. And so if you don't have that email, you need to go ahead and get that link and get that submitted so you can be part of that. Look who's earned their exclusive award, their wearable blanket. That is the 29th to the October 29th to November 25th, personal sales of 2,000 or more. Congratulations to all of those who have already qualified. Everybody needs this, and there's a lot of other people that are getting close. So keep working. All right. We don't want anybody to miss that. There's more than that even working on it. I just had that screen that had all the earners on it that I wanted to pop up there. And here's all that have earned already with $1,000, have qualified for their insulated bottle tote. And so that's pretty cool. And look who's qualifying for our scarves and gloves. Lots of people working towards that and getting close. And that is logo Tupperware on both the hat and the scarf and the gloves. Super cute. That's for managers and above who qualify with their team sales. Confident Start is something that we do at Tupperware, and success breeds success and gives you the confidence you need to move forward. And that's what the Confident Start program is about. We give you baby steps to help you grow your business. And as you grow your business and you get little awards, it encourages you to keep moving forward to grow more. And the first level, you're going to get a wonderful modular mate. The second level, we send you $60. You can use it for anything you want, a new product wise. The third level is, I asked for more water. I'm sorry. I'm going to get a tickle. The third level is the Set and Serve. You can see who's already qualified there. And the fourth level, congratulations to those who have qualified at 2,500. And you get to choice again at the fifth level. And a gorgeous freezer mate set or the Fridge Smart set. And congratulations at the sixth level. Look at that. We have 3 that have qualified there. And in the 7th level, congratulations. That is the ultimate level. And these are people that have qualified and that are still in their 13 weeks and now have qualified this month. Joy and Terry, congratulations on your Chef Series cookware, or your iPad. And that is a brand new iPad. It's a larger iPad than we had in the past. So you might want to look at that. But seriously, I think the cookware is a better deal, but you'll be waiting. It's not available real quick, although they did reserve some for that purpose. All right. And save the date. It is time to wrap it up with Winterfest, December the 12th. That day, we have 2 events to go to. You have to register for them separately. One is with the Rocket region, and your registration is free, and you can buy tickets in the raffles. And we're giving away $1,000 worth of raffle tickets. Plus, we're giving away an iPad. So you want to get tickets in that raffle for sure. There's recognition in that morning event, and that starts at 9:30 in the morning and goes till noon. And then the afternoon one is with the FSRC team, and that is a smaller group, but we've already had several people register for that. This registration is again an opportunity for free, but you want to buy your register now. You want to buy your tickets. So if you got on there first and did not buy your tickets, you want to go back and buy your Winterfest tickets for the raffles, because there's going to be some great gifts given away. All right. And then your Parties Up registration. Let's talk about Parties Up drawing. Oh my goodness. Win $30 right now. And somebody's going to win $30 worth of Tupperware. And let's see who's got the most parties up. Samantha Watson with 25 and Angela Beck with 18. And this is over a 6-week time. Christy Greer has 16, and Ruth McAfee has 14, and Sarah Young with 13, Dawn Jameson, 13, Kelly Hamilton, 10. Congratulations, Jennifer, Jamie, and Denise at 10 as well. And the teams with the most, 64 with Christy, and Angela Beck at 41, and 39 with Melanie, and Mary Pyatt has 31. Congratulations on your parties up. Champion, you have 541 parties up. And let's have a lucky winner. Can we turn it over to Jenny? All right. And there were 20 earlier. Sarah Lee Ray. All right. I bet it's Ray. Congratulations, Sarah Lee. Congratulations. You're a winner of Pam Swag. Awesome. You'll get that in the mail. Oh, everybody that won, you have 24 hours to get me a message in Messenger off of Facebook to say to me your name and your address in the same post. And so after that 24 hours, you chose not to take your gift, okay? We do not go backwards, we go forward. And so 24 hours right away, message me, let me know you were the winner, what you won, and so we can get it out to you. We want you to have it, but it's crazy if I have 2 weeks later or a week later, or even a week, 4 or 5 days later saying you won. That's too hard for us to keep track of. You got 24 hours, you heard it, you know you won. Make sure you send it in to us, okay? The winner of Winner's Circle. Winner's Circle is all of our leaders have been given a goal for the month, and your goal is a set goal according to your title. When you have your goals met and one personal recruit, you have a chance to win our $50. So look on here, find your name. We'll post these this evening, and make sure you know your goal, working towards your goal, and help your team. If your team is on here, to make their goal as well, to have that chance and that $50. Now, right now, we're going to have one lucky guest win. And so everybody that has a guest here, get excited, because tonight, since we ran over so long, we're going to let you and your guest win. Okay. All right. So we're going to find that lucky winning guest right now. Jenny, are you ready? Or who's got our guest tonight?
Jessica has guests, I believe.
Jessica, how many guests do we have on, Dawn?
We have 2 on tonight.
Whoa, good chances of winning tonight. All right. You know what? Go ahead and give it a shot. Guess 1 or guess 2. Hey, Siri, give me a random number between 1 and 2.
A random number between 1 and 2 is 1.
1. Guess number 1, just 1.
It's Sarah with Christy Jackson.
Sarah with Christy Jackson. Both of you have just won swag. Yay. Congratulations. Actually, Sarah has won $30 on Tupperware, and Christy has won Pam swag. Yay. All right. Congratulations. And what was the other guest name?
Amanda with Olivia.
All right. Amanda with Olivia. you're a winner too. Congratulations. We're not going to have two people on and have one winner. Of course not. And so you're a winner too. We're going to send you a gift as well. Should you decide to join the team, let us know because we'll make sure that we up that to the $30 in free Tupperware. If you are just a guest with us, we'll certainly send you a token gift as well. And just want to say thank you for being part of our fun tonight. All right, guys. I hope you had a good time. Make sure you go on. The AHA's already posted because it was up to go on. It was made scheduled to go on at 9:30. So go find your AHA's, post what you loved about tonight. And thank you so much for a lovely evening. I sure missed you.